Good morning, welcome back to another weekly vlog, or a big welcome if you're new here. Yeah, I never know how to start when I've done that because I'm just like, what do I say now? I think that the antibiotics and steroids that I got put on Friday are starting to kick in, fingers crossed. My breathing seems a little bit easier, and although I'm still coughing and not feeling brilliant, I don't think I'm coughing as much as I was, or feeling quite as rubbish as I was. So fingers crossed they're working, and that I will start feeling like markedly better in the next few days, hopefully. This week feels kind of busy, one way or another, although actually a couple of things have been cancelled since I last looked at the calendar, so won't be quite so bad. But today, well actually today, so I didn't sleep very well last night. I just seemed to keep waking up for like one thing or another. Either I needed the loo, or I was cold, or I had a weird dream. So I don't feel like I've had a particularly like restful night. And then my phone rang at about, it was just after 8 o'clock I think, and it said no caller ID. So I picked it up, and it was somebody from UCLH, the hospital in London that I'm under, saying that my leg consultant had spoken to him and asked him to send me, like, give me a message, and basically they have spoken, like, they took my case back to their like multidisciplinary team meeting, and if you don't know, basically I had something called a femoral osteotomy on my right leg, which is where they broke my thigh bone, rotated it and put a metal rod and some pins in. This was done in November 2019, and I now can't seem to bend my knee very well. Well, I can't really bend it at all. I can get someone to bend it a little bit for me, but it won't bend properly. We're not really sure why. I don't know whether it's partly my EDS that has just mucked things up, partly COVID and the fact that I couldn't do any like proper physio through a lot of COVID. Yeah, I don't know. Basically the bones in my lower leg and knee have thinned a lot, and we're just not really sure what's going on. So they were going to go back to the knee surgeon and see what they thought, and basically the phone call was to say that the knee surgeon wants to see me in clinic. So that is in a few weeks time, 9:10 in the morning up in London, so that's going to be an early start. But I didn't want to say no because I was just like, yes, just give me any appointment, I don't care when it is. So that's good. Hopefully the knee surgeon might have some thoughts. I know when I saw I saw someone from my consultant's team, I was back in April now, I think, it was quite a while ago, and he said that he wondered whether I might need to have like a general anaesthetic, and then they try and like do manipulation under anaesthetic to try and like get the knee bending, because he's not sure if basically everything has just like seized up and fused together in like in a straight leg, and that it might just need some manipulation on it. But we'll see what the knee guy says. So I had that, came downstairs, and then my phone went again, and it was the doctor's, it was my GP, and I'd had to put an e-consult in because I needed to order another one of my medications, but it's one that we're trying to like reduce, and I wasn't sure what strength to order. So I'd done an e-consult about that, and she was ringing me just to kind of have a chat and find out like how my mental health is, because it's a mental health drug. And so I talked to her about my mental health. I said it's not brilliant at the moment, and that I've been quite down, and just not getting very nice thoughts and things like that. But we had a chat, and she gave me the option of what I wanted to do, and decided that we are going to try reducing it a little bit again. But she was very understanding and said, you know, if you try doing it and things aren't going well, then you've just got to let us know and we can kind of go back up and stuff. It's not, you know, she says we're not going to put any pressure on it, we're just going to go with the flow and see what happens. So that was good. So yeah, that was all, it was already quite a busy morning, and it hadn't even got to like 9 o'clock yet. But we've got Maisie for the day today. So I spent a little bit of time with her when I was like, having my breakfast and stuff. And then I've been up here trying to get some editing done and bits and bobs. This afternoon I have got a virtual course with, I think it's UCLH, but it's like it's the branch of UCLH that deals with like neurology, sleep issues, that kind of thing. Can't remember what the hospital's called, it will come to me at some point. But basically I'm under the sleep clinic. They think I have possibly something like idiopathic hypersomnia, which basically means you're tired and you sleep too much, but they don't really know why. But they've asked me to do this insomnia course. Obviously my problem is like the opposite to insomnia. I don't have a problem sleeping, like falling asleep or staying asleep. I sleep a lot, but they said that I might get some tips or whatever from this course. So the course goes on for like 6 weeks, and yeah, it's a virtual one, so I've got to log into that this afternoon. I'm trying to keep an open mind about it, but I'm kind of struggling to know how it's going to help, but we'll see. I'm trying to keep an open mind, as I said, and we'll see if there's anything that I can get out of it. I do just find it a little bit frustrating with, I don't know, I find with most of my conditions really, it's like there doesn't seem to be like the services or support for my conditions. So like with EDS, it's very, very difficult to find things that are for people with EDS. So I know like with my local hospital, I have been sent to like Tai Chi for fibromyalgia, which, you know, they do have some similarities, but there's also a lot of differences. And, you know, like being sent to an insomnia course when you've got hypersomnia, it's just difficult. And like I've found it with a lot of other things as well, where they kind of try and like stick you into something because there's not really anything like proper for what you need. And sometimes you get something out of it, sometimes you don't, but you know, I'm willing to give it a try. So I've got that. I was meant to have a full council meeting this evening, which would be in person, but I've actually given my apologies for that because I still don't feel brilliant and I'm still coughing a fair bit, and I just don't want to be like coughing through a council meeting because I know it's not COVID, but it doesn't look particularly good. And also by the time we get to the evening, I'm just shattered at the moment. So yeah, I've given my apologies for that. Tomorrow we will have Noah. My dad and I are going to go over to the Peugeot garage in the morning to hopefully place an order for my Motability car. I'm just keeping everything crossed because we've just had so many false starts. But yeah, that is the idea, that we're going to go over there and do that. And then we're actually having Maisie to sleep over in the evening, overnight, because Emma's got a hospital appointment really quite early on Wednesday morning, and it just wasn't going to work. Basically, we weren't able to go and pick Maisie up. She wasn't able to bring her over. They live about half an hour away from us, so the easiest thing is to have Maisie sleeping over. So I think that will be her first sleepover here, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. So yeah, we'll have her tomorrow, and then obviously into Wednesday morning she'll be here, and then Emma's going to come over once she's had her hospital appointment. We'll also have Noah again on Wednesday, I think. So they might get to see each other, depends. Actually, they will get to see each other before Noah goes to preschool because he'll be around for a bit. Thursday, I need to change my brace to put my third tray in, so that'll be exciting. Noah will be here again, but apart from that, I don't have anything on. Ooh. And then Friday, I've got a council meeting in the morning, which I'm hoping I'll be able to make it to. I'm hoping that by that point I'll feel a bit less coffee and rubbish. And then in the afternoon, I'm having a haircut, so hopefully that'll be nice, and it saves me having to wash my hair. And then I don't think I've got anything on at the weekend. No, I don't. So it's like kind of busy, not like massively busy, but it's busy-ish. So yeah, I'm just promoting an old vlog that I haven't promoted yet, and then trying to upload a new weekly vlog. But I need to go and get some lunch in a few minutes because I need to get ready for my appointment this afternoon, so I might have to finish this after my appointment. But anyway, that's what the week's looking like at the moment, and yeah, I'm gonna get on with this until it's lunchtime. Just finished my first CBT insomnia session, and mainly like this week was like just kind of information about insomnia and what it is and how it works and all that kind of thing. There was a couple of chances to kind of talk a little bit, so I did say that I'm not actually here because I've got insomnia, I'm here because I've possibly got hypersomnia, and that was okay. She said that there are sort of obviously like similarities with how that can affect you, and you know, with like daytime sleepiness and things like that, so it's just a case of kind of picking out what I can. You get homework for each week, so we've got to do a sleep diary, and we've also got to do an experiment where you have to, well, so they said that you basically you go to bed and then you have to try and just keep your eyes open all night and not go to sleep. But she did say, like, you know, if you feel you can only do that for an hour, that's fine, and actually if you're lying there and you're trying to keep your eyes open and you fall asleep, that's okay, it's just an experiment. I will be interested to know more about that experiment next week and find out what it's for, because I don't really understand it. But I don't know whether it's like, if you're worrying about getting to sleep, if you try and stay awake instead, whether it helps you go to sleep, I don't know. I do not think I will be able to stay awake the whole night. I'm not even sure if I'm going to manage an hour, but we'll give it a go. So yeah, it lasted like just over an hour, and the lady that was doing it was very, very nice, very thorough, kept asking us if we had any questions or anything. So it'll be interesting to see what the next few weeks are like, and if there's anything that I can particularly sort of pick up. I can't speak. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. I do just want to finish uploading my weekly vlog because I never got around to finishing that. I think Maisie's asleep. I know she was going up for a nap when I was finishing. I'm not sure if she's still down or not. But anyway, I'm going to get this finished first, and then I will probably head downstairs and give my mum a hand. Right, so Maisie's up from her nap, and where are we going to go, Maisie?
Gonna go swimming. That way.
Are we going to the park?
Swing, isn't it? Yeah.
Gonna go to the park? We could have walked up, but apparently the fields are really wet and muddy after all the rain we've had, and trying to get a wheelchair through there is just a bit of a nightmare. So we're going in the car, aren't we, darling?
No.
Oh.
No, that seat.
No, that seat.
You need to turn around, do you?
Yeah. Do you want Grandpa to turn you around?
We're turning around now, ready for... I'll go and get Nanny.
No.
Try again.
No.
Oh, is Nanny coming?
Apparently she's late because she had to go and get your computer.
Oh, it's all my fault. Is Nanny on her way? Nanny's going to sit next to you, Maisie. You're going to sit next to Nanny? I don't think Maisie's there. It's gone very quiet.
Maisie's there. Oh, hang on. Maisie's not there. Oh, there she is. Hello.
Is Maisie there?
Just. I'm going to turn the engine on so it can open your window.
Oh yes, it's a bit hot in here, isn't it?
Ooh.
Oh, what can you see? Can you see outside? Oh, careful, Mama crutches. That's better, isn't it? Right. as soon as Nanny gets here, we can go. Good morning. I am just ready and waiting in the car. My dad's just on his way, and we're going over to the Peugeot garage to hopefully order my Motability car. I'm just keeping everything crossed, because if you've been watching my vlogs for probably well over a year now, you'll know that it's been a little bit of a saga trying to find a Motability car. But I'm hoping we're there. So I'm going for the Peugeot 5008 GT, and then we're adding the extra of the electric tailgate that opens and closes on its own. So that's the plan. That is the plan. Not sure what colour I'm going to go for yet, but yeah, heading over there now to hopefully get it. Motability car is ordered. Very, very happy. Yeah, so I've gone for the Peugeot 5008 GT line, and then we've added on the electric tailgate, which is basically what makes the boot go up and down on its own. And yeah, it's very exciting. I think it's about a 6-month wait, so it's not likely to get here until kind of December time. And then I'll need to have some like familiarization lessons for the hand controls. But it's on order. Like, this is the furthest we've got in a year. And yeah, I'm just very happy. I probably won't tell you the colour actually. I'll wait until it comes and then you can see the colour. If you want to have a guess, feel free. But yeah, it's all ordered. The guy that we dealt with at the Peugeot garage was brilliant. He's been really helpful actually. And yeah, I also just want to kind of take an opportunity to thank Motability, the Motability charity anyway, the grants department. I feel like I'm making a speech or something. I'm not, but I just feel like they need to be recognised, because they have just been fantastic. From the very beginning, when I first rang them saying I'm looking for a car and I don't think I can afford what I need, they have been brilliant with like explaining the grants process and talking about you know, other things that they could offer me, like looking at the adaptations and stuff. And then the lady that I've been dealing with for like probably a year now has been really good with, like, she would make a list of cars and I would go back to her and say I can't go for that one because it won't take my wheelchair, or can't, you know, we've been through so many lists of cars, either because they weren't suitable for like my wheelchair and stuff, or because of COVID and the price changes and dealerships not being open, and it's just been a long old process, and they've just been brilliant throughout. And I'm just massively appreciative to them, because if they didn't exist, I wouldn't be able to have a car. I really don't think I could, you know. I wouldn't, because of my disability, I need a car that can take an electric wheelchair, which means I need a bigger car because it's a big wheelchair. I need an automatic because I struggle with changing gears, so that bumps the price up. Things like the electric tailgate, like, you know, it all adds up, and then the hand controls and everything as well, the hoist in the boot. I just could not afford to do that on my own. You know, I couldn't just buy a cheap runaround because it wouldn't work. And so yeah, the Motability charity being a thing honestly just gives you freedom and independence, and that is something, like, I can't even put words on it. It's just like, when you're disabled and those things don't come particularly easily, you know, that's something that's so important. And so I just really want to thank them for all the work that they've done and all the work that they do for other people, and yeah, just thank them for helping me to hopefully find the right car that means I can get back on the road again. So yeah, very, very happy to get that ordered. And yeah, I can stop looking at and thinking about cars now, which will actually be quite nice, because I'm kind of done with cars for a bit. I mean, it's quite fun going and looking at some cars, but when you're sort of really struggling to find the right one for you, and you know, you keep meeting like obstacles and everything like that, it just kind of loses its fun a little bit. So I'm hoping, look, for another sort of 3.5 years or whatever it's going to be until I have to do it again, that I can just try and relax a little bit now with that kind of side of things, and think about something else instead. So yeah, there we go. It's all done. The next thing will be, yeah, waiting for it to arrive. So I will keep you updated. As I said, it's not going to be for a while probably, but I will let you know when it's here, and I'll show you it, and I'll show you the hand controls and how it all works and everything. But yeah, very, very happy. So glad it's done. I'm now going to have a bit of a rest because I'm shattered. I've also got very red cheeks again. Seem to have only happened since I've gone outside. I look like I've been sunburnt or something. But yeah, I'm going to have a rest a bit now. I'm going to have a rest now because I feel quite tired. Well, I do feel quite tired. I think I've just like worked myself up so much about this Motability thing. And also like it was a bit of a drive over there, and then like going through all the paperwork and stuff, it's just wiped me out a bit. So I'm going to do that. Then I'll have a bit of lunch. And then I'm hoping I'll have time to get upstairs and do a bit of editing. And then Maisie's coming over later this evening, so she'll have dinner here, and then she's going to stay the night. I think Emma's going to stay for dinner as well and just help us like get her to bed and stuff. So that'll be nice. We don't actually have Noah today because Richard's at home, so it seems sensible for him to look after him, and he's at preschool anyway, so he's doing like drop off and pick up. So Noah and Maisie will see each other tomorrow morning, I think, but yeah, we've just got Maisie today now, so a little bit quieter. Not that you can really say that when there's a 2-year-old around, but there we go. Anyway, I'm gonna have a rest now, and I will talk to you a bit later. Good morning. Sorry that I didn't film much yesterday. After I'd had my nap, I had some lunch, came up to start doing some editing, and then Emma and Maisie arrived, so I just ended up spending the rest of the afternoon and evening with them. Emma stayed for some dinner. Maisie slept over last night. It went okay, I think. She kind of woke up a couple of times but settled herself back down, although she did manage to get herself out of her cot this morning. My mum said that she was having a shower this morning, and then she just heard this little voice behind her like go, "Hello, Nanny," and she sort of turned around and Maisie was just standing there. So thankfully she didn't do that in the middle of the night, and thankfully she didn't hurt herself while she was doing it. But yes, she can get out of that cot, so I'm not quite sure what we're going to do with naps and things. I mean, we've got a monitor in there, and like during the day hopefully it's not such an issue because we'll be able to see if she's trying to do it, but at night we might need to have another rethink. But yeah, no, she slept very well actually, and she's been very happy this morning. Emma has been to her hospital appointment and actually managed to get some blood out of her this time, so that's good, finally. She's all sorted now, thankfully, and she'll be over in a little while to come and pick up Maisie. It's been a bit hectic this morning because obviously we had Maisie, we've got Bonnie as well, and then Noah came first thing as well because we often have him on a Wednesday anyway. So he was here as well. So we had 3 little ones to keep an eye on. I mean, obviously Bonnie's not going to run away or anything, but she had her first jabs yesterday and is not feeling brilliant, bless her. She was so pale last night, it was horrible. She just did not look well at all, but she's perked up a little bit this morning, I think, and they had the health visitor this morning and they're happy with her, so that's okay. It's just not very nice seeing her not her usual self. But yeah, Noah and Maisie have been playing really nicely this morning. They seem to get on really well, which is nice, and Noah's very good with Maisie. He sort of, he'll kind of, I don't know, like try and teach her how to play with the toys, and you can hear him like giving little instructions, and he's like, "Maisie, let's do this, and this is what you have to do with this," and Maisie seems to be okay with that at the moment, so that's quite sweet. But yeah, they both came to wake me up this morning, and it was just slight madness while I was trying to get ready, and there's like 2 little ones running around and getting into everything and asking what everything is, but it's all good fun. It's all good fun. So I spent a bit of time playing with them this morning because Noah doesn't go into preschool till a little bit later. A little bit difficult getting him off to preschool because I think he just wanted to he, you know, Maisie's here, there's stuff going on, and he doesn't want to miss out on it. But we managed to convince him to go to school. I think they're doing about princesses and pirates or something. I think it must be like a nationwide thing. I'm not sure what it's for. I need to look it up. But I've seen people, like other people with children in different places, have also got kids that have been like dressing up as pirates and princesses. So I said to Noah, I was like, what are you going to be? Are you going to be a princess or a pirate? And he went, I'm just going to be Noah. I was like, okay, that's fine. You be you if that's what you want to be. But he was quite excited about the whole pirate thing, I think. He was chatting to me about it. So yeah, he went off to preschool. I looked after Maisie while my dad took him because the health visitor was here. So my mum and Becca spent like the time with them and Bonnie. So I just played with Maisie for a bit. And then once my dad was back and the health visitor had gone, I have now come up here to try and get some editing done because I'm not doing very well this week. It's just been a bit of a hectic week so far with little people. So Maisie's been downstairs playing. I think they put the telly on for a bit because she said she was feeling tired. So I think she's watched a little bit of telly, and I think she's going to have her lunch shortly and then possibly put her down for a nap. So I'm hoping I can just get a little bit done. And then perhaps get a bit more done tomorrow or something, but we shall see. Who knows what will happen. I don't know whether Maisie will be here when Noah gets back from preschool. It depends how long, well, it depends what time Emma comes over and how long they hang around for and stuff. But otherwise we'll have Noah a little bit later. And that is about it for today. I think that's more than enough for one day. I do want to get my hair washed later as well, like once they've all gone. But apart from that, I haven't got any plans. I just need to try and like catch up with myself a bit. I've got various jobs that I need to get done that I haven't managed to do yet. So that's the plan. We'll see how we get on. But yeah, just gonna start doing some editing and see how I get on, and I will probably try and I will try and catch up with you later. It just depends how busy it is as to when I actually manage to check in, but I will try and get there at some point. Good morning. Firstly, I have to apologise because I think I said I would try and film again yesterday and it just didn't happen. It was just a really busy day with 3 little ones around, and I just did not have a chance to pick up my camera. Maisie ended up staying again for dinner, but we had Noah as well, obviously coming back from preschool. And yeah, it was just hectic. Nice but hectic, and by the time they had gone home I needed to have a shower to get my hair washed, and by the time I'd done that I was exhausted. So yeah, sorry about that. But it was just one of those days. Today is quieter. We don't have any little ones today because we were going to have Noah, but Richard's not working, so he is doing daddy duty and looking after Noah, taking him to preschool and stuff. So yeah, it feels very quiet today in the house, which is a bit weird, but actually I feel like it's needed. I woke up fairly late and I'm feeling quite potsy today, very dizzy and faint and just not quite with it, and I don't really like feeling like this. But there's not an awful lot I can do. I get these days with my POTS where the symptoms are worse, and I don't know if it's because I'm a bit more tired, and if I like, because yesterday and like, well, probably Monday, Tuesday and Wednesday, because we've had Maisie and Noah on all of those days in some form or another, I feel like was just sort of like running on adrenaline and trying to keep going. And like, you know, when you're looking after like a 2 or a 3-year-old or a baby, you can't just like say, no, actually I'm going to stop now and just pace myself. Like you just have to go with it. And I think I've probably done that for a few days and done that on adrenaline, and then today when I haven't had to do that, my body's just been like, blah, okay, that's it, can't do any more. So yeah, I've just been having a very slow morning so far. I haven't actually got any plans particularly for today. I want to get my weekly vlog finished if I can. I've nearly done it. I need to just finish editing it and export it. I need to get some pictures taken with the what do you call it, like the dog treats and things that I opened in the last, I think it was last week's vlog. Was it this week's vlog? I can't even remember. Basically the ones that got sent for Alfie, I need to take some pictures with him in those so that I can put something up on Instagram. And then I think later on this afternoon my mum and I are going to go over to Costco. Ideally I wouldn't do it today because we're both feeling a bit worn out, and I don't think my mum's feeling brilliant either, but we're having the, like, I call it a garden party, but that sounds really posh. Basically we're having like both my brothers round with their families in the garden because we can't do it in the house next Sunday to celebrate my dad's birthday. He's already had his birthday, but that was the first date that we could all do, and we want to go over to Costco to look at how we go about like ordering some food and things like that. We've done it before, but it was quite a long time ago and we can't remember what there is or how you do it, so we want to just go over there and have a look, see what there is, try and order it if we can, and also my mum needs to pick up a couple of other bits from Costco, so I think we're going to go and do that later. I haven't been to Costco for, well, since before the pandemic. I can't remember the last time I went. I haven't really been to a supermarket apart from my local Waitrose since, well, even local Waitrose I haven't been there since, like, I feel like it was like October the last time that I went. So yeah, slightly anxious, but I'm kind of thinking, but I've been to like a garden centre and I have been to another shop before, I can't remember where it was, but anyway, and it's a big, like, it's a big place, so hopefully like social distancing and stuff won't be an issue. And I like going to Costco. I like seeing what bits and bobs that they've got, and I'm guessing by the time we go they won't have tasters, although actually tasters are kind of pointless at the moment because, well, I've got my braces in, I can't do that kind of stuff. Otherwise I have to take them out every time I want to eat something. But I don't know, I just love going and seeing like what bits and bobs that they've got and looking at the food, and yeah, so we're going to go over and do that a little bit later. And that is about it for our plans for today. So I'm going to try and get this weekly vlog finished, go and get a bit of lunch, get the pictures finished, get the pictures taken, and then go over to Costco. We got the pictures taken of Alfie and the dog food. I ended up covered in dog slobber. My mum had to get the mop out, bless him. He is definitely a very slobbery dog. I think golden retrievers and that kind of dog are, and he loves his food, so it was easy to bribe him with food to do what we wanted him to do, but the floor ended up like a bit of an ice rink, and yeah, I ended up covered in slobber, but it's all done now. And we've just arrived at Costco, so we're going to get my wheelchair out and then go in and have a little look around. Costco. I kind of enjoyed it to start with, and then part of the way around I just started feeling really dizzy and I couldn't really see properly, and I don't know quite what was going on. I don't know if it was because I had my mask on and I was just sort of struggling with breathing a bit, or whether it was just because it was quite busy, or whether it was just general chronic illness stuff that would have happened anyway. But yeah, we had a look round. You have to order like platter fruit, like what do you call it, like sandwich platters and stuff online now. So we've got the link for that, to do that. But we also just had a look and saw like what other bits and bobs that they've got, so that we know kind of what we want to get before next week. Couldn't get it now because the dates wouldn't have been any good, but we can just kind of plan a bit more now. I took pictures of different things so that we know kind of what there is and we can plan around that and stuff. I think they're having a poo emergency in there, trying to change Bonnie's nappy mid nappy. So yeah, sorry about that. But yeah, I thought I'd just show you a few of the bits that we've got, because I mean, we didn't get much interesting. A lot of it was like my mum restocking on just like household essentials, but we picked up a couple of bits, so I thought I'd just show you those before I completely run out of energy. Right, so my mum's just bringing some bits in. I won't show you everything, like I said, because a lot of it's boring, like loo roll. But I got some batteries, because I'm always getting through batteries and they're quite good value for money from Costco. We also found these macarons, which I think we've had before, like years and years ago. But I've heard someone else say that they're really good. You keep them in the fridge, and we thought these would be actually quite nice for my dad's party, but also just for my mum and I to have. And yeah, you've got chocolate, vanilla, raspberry, passion fruit, salted caramel and pistachio. And then I also decided to treat myself to some tiramisu, because it's my favourite dessert ever. And they had these, you get 6 of these. I mean, they're quite big actually. You can probably get smaller ones at like the supermarket, but they look nice. It says they're in glasses as well actually, which sounds quite nice. I can't remember how much they were, but they look nice and I thought I deserved a treat. So yeah, I've got those. I don't think there's anything else that's massively exciting. Like, we've got marmalade, bisto, tuna, some halloumi, bottles of water, cornflakes, what are those? Chocolate Weetabix, coffee, tissues, a bit of bread, some crisps for the party next week. Mum popped into Waitrose to get a couple of bits. She's just bringing in some orange juice. Is there much more left in the car, Mum?
No, just the Pepsi.
And some Pepsi. So that was our little, I say our little haul. It soon adds up, but it's quite good for a big household, because it just means that you're not constantly going out to the supermarket to buy stuff like this. So yeah, that was everything that we bought. So after saying I wasn't going to show you it all, I did end up showing you it all. But yeah, I think what we're going to do is we're going to look online and see what sandwich platters and stuff that they've got, and then order those. I think you have to give 48 hours notice. And then we will have to go back, I think possibly next Friday, or maybe Saturday, I don't know. We're going to see how things go. To obviously pick up what we've ordered online, and also to just get some like they had a trifle there that looked quite nice that we thought could be a good pudding. They had these little like donut bites which we thought might be quite nice. Possibly get some like olives and some hummus. They have like big things of hummus which are really nice, so I think we're going to get one of them. I think that's pretty much everything we're going to get for the party from there. But yeah, we're going to have to go over and pick it all up. But hopefully it'll be quicker next time, because we'll know like exactly what we're going for. So yeah, that was our Costco trip. I'm going to collapse on the sofa now because I'm absolutely shattered. Good morning. This top is driving me crazy today. I've got these little things on it which I don't really want to cut off. I have this on tops. Like, I don't want to cut them off because they make it easier to hang the top up in the wardrobe, but they really annoy me because they just keep like coming out and you have this like string just like across your neck or whatever. But anyway, never mind. Yes, it's Friday today. I have just had a virtual council meeting. Didn't go on for too long, only about half an hour, so that was quite good. Although I panicked to start with because I was trying to get into it and I just couldn't get the link to work. It kept saying that there was already a meeting in place and that I couldn't get in. And so like in the end I emailed the town clerk and I was like, I can't get into the meeting, I don't know what's happening. And then like several other emails were coming through as well from people that were meant to be in the meeting saying that they couldn't get in either. So thankfully it wasn't just me and we sorted it out in the end. But yeah, that's done. I was going to go up and try and upload my weekly vlog, but I just can't keep my eyes open. I think the week is just catching up with me, and yeah, my body's just had enough. I can't, it can't do any more. I'm going to get my hair cut this afternoon as well, so I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have a bit of a nap now, and then I'm hoping that that will mean that I've got a bit of energy left for doing my hair later, and possibly getting the weekly vlog up at some point. I don't know, we'll see kind of how things go. But yeah, that's my plan. Not quite what I planned to do today, but I don't know. I'm just really trying to like be okay with listening to my body, and if it tells me that I can't do something or that it needs to rest, then actually listening to it rather than just continuing to push through and making myself more unwell. So that's the idea. Doesn't stop me feeling any less guilty, but sometimes, you know, it's just how it is, isn't it? So yeah, I'm going to take my meds and then have a sleep.
It's 2 a.m. and I can't fall asleep 'cause I'm not tired. I'm thinking about the days we used to shine when we were young.
Just got back from the hairdressers and from getting my hair cut and getting a treatment done. It was a bit busy. Well, not busy, but just hectic. Basically, pretty much all of their staff have had to self-isolate because of COVID. So they only had like a couple of people on. So I ended up getting my hair done by the lady that owns the shop, which was very nice. She did a good job. But yeah, I had a treatment done and I've just had it cut and dried, and it just feels much better, although I'm gonna have to put it up in a minute because I'm getting too hot. But no, it's nice to just get it done and get it feeling a little bit better. And yeah, I'm feeling slightly dizzy at the moment because I had contacts in when I went to the hairdressers, and I've just taken them out and put my glasses on, and it always makes me feel a bit dizzy, like when I just switch over to them. But hopefully that will go shortly. This morning I ended up sleeping the rest of the morning until lunchtime. I was just shattered, so I obviously needed to sleep. It was slightly annoying, but it is what it is. I might just pop outside actually and see how our seeds are doing, because we planted that broccoli and apparently it's kind of sprouted quite significantly. So I'd like to just go and have a look at that and see what it's doing. I still need to plant some of my other seeds, and I feel like it's getting a bit late now, but I really want to get them done. So I don't know, perhaps we'll do that over the weekend or something. But yeah, let's go out and have a look and see how they're doing. So things are moving along a fair bit out here actually. We've got these ones, which I think are the Cerinthe that I planted, which actually need to be put into some bigger pots because these are getting way too big. They also need water because they are rather dry. I think this one's a Cosmos, which seems to be the only Cosmos that's actually grown without being eaten. And again, that needs to be potted on. Those are the magic beans at the back there. Let me just try and put my crutch down so that I can... There we go. Yeah, those were the magic beans. I don't think that that is a magic bean that's growing though. I'm guessing it might well be a weed, but we'll see what happens. This is the broccoli, which has just gone absolutely crazy. So we need to repot this like ASAP because that has grown very quickly. I'm just not really sure how to repot it. We're gonna have to get like each little individual plant or something, I think, and then put it in a, I don't know, I'm not sure what we're gonna do with these. These are tomatoes, I think, so they're kind of growing up. got a little bit of lobelia here. This one is also a tomato, I think, with a few weeds in it. And then what have we got down here? We've got a couple more tomatoes down there as well, which are looking quite large. I think that one there is the forget-me-nots, which actually I've got 2 plants there which are looking not too bad. We've got our peas over here, which again they need repotting because they're getting way too big for those bits there. Watermelon seeds have obviously done nothing, which is not unexpected, but they're not looking too bad. And then over there we've got our sunflowers, which are starting to look more sunflower. Well, they're growing. We've also got a whole load more. I think these are the plant plugs actually that my dad was growing. They're going to go into the flower beds. We've got a few more up there as well, so it's not looking too bad.
Are you going to talk to the monkeys?
Good afternoon. I didn't mean to start filming quite so late today. It's just how it's happened. I ended up sleeping till quite late this morning. I think I'm just exhausted after this week and my body needed to catch up. And yeah, just been quite a quiet day so far. My sister got us a McDonald's for lunch, so that was fun. And yeah, I'm now up in my office and I desperately need to try and film a couple of videos. I'm just not feeling particularly well. I don't know if it's the humidity, because it is just really humid today. It's not like hot and sunny and stuff, it's just humid and it's making me feel really dizzy. I've just sat down here to film and like was taking the thumbnail pictures and just like came over feeling like it felt like the world was like spinning around my head. So that's great. Not the greatest way to start filming, but I want to get these filmed and get them done. So that's what I'm going to try and do now. I don't have any other plans today. I'm going to help my mum cook a mushroom stroganoff a bit later. But apart from that, I just want to get these videos filmed. So yeah, let's get on with it and see how we can get on.
Life is a winding road, no telling where it goes. Driving through days and nights, won't stop for traffic lights. And I really wanna know,
Right, so filming is done. That was hard work. I think just because of the heat and the humidity, I just struggled with it. I've just cranked the window open so that I can get some air in here, because I think having like the light on and then having a candle burning and the door shut, it just got rather warm in here. But anyway, I've managed to get 3 videos filmed, so I'm quite happy with that. And yeah, I'm just out of energy now. I can't speak anymore. I'm just tidying up a bit in here so that I can get downstairs and have a bit of a rest before we cook dinner. Good morning. Apologies for not filming much yesterday. I finished my filming and had a bit of a rest. We were going to make mushroom stroganoff for dinner, but my dad had been out all day working, doing sound for something, and he came home and he said he really fancied a curry, so we ended up getting a takeaway curry and watching the football match. I'm not a big watcher of football, but I do tend to watch it like if England are playing and it's kind of getting a bit more exciting. yeah, we won 4-0, so that was good. So that was nice. Had just a nice evening eating curry and watching football. And there wasn't really much else to film. But yeah, today it's another very humid day. It's kind of rainy, but it's just, yeah, it feels really like sweaty and horrible, and I don't like it. Yeah, what am I doing? I've lost track of what I was going to say. It's just a quiet Sunday, to be honest. I'm just upstairs. I've done a little bit of cleaning in my bathroom, and I'm watching Into the Woods, which is on TV, which I haven't seen for ages. I think I went to see it at the cinema when it first came out, and I actually quite like it. I know a lot of people don't, but I think it's quite a good film. And yeah, so I'm watching that. I need to go and do my medication for next week, but I'm not sure if I'm going to do that before or after I've had my lunch, because we're eating at lunchtime today. And then I'd quite like to get a weekly vlog up, and possibly do a little bit of tidying in my office this afternoon. We'll see how things go, but that's my plans so far. So I need to finish cleaning my bathroom. I mean, I say cleaning my bathroom, it sounds like I've given it a big deep clean. I'm not, I'm just like cleaning the sink and stuff. Yeah, so I need to finish cleaning that, and then I'll probably head downstairs because I'm guessing we'll be having lunch fairly soon.
If I will ever figure out where the road goes, even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Jumping from cliffs so high, trusting our wings to fly. Sometimes we're crashing down, but we get up and start from the ground. And I really wanna know, if I will ever figure out where the road goes. Even if I'm falling down, I will keep on searching for my highs. You can say I lost my mind, I will keep on holding my head high, even if the sky is falling down. Even if the sky is falling down, yeah. The sky is falling down.
Good evening. So today's plans changed a little bit. I had planned to go up to my office after lunch and put a video up and do some tidying, but by the time I'd done my medication it was kind of getting on and I wasn't feeling particularly well. I haven't felt well. I've been struggling with dizziness for ages. I don't know whether it's my POTS or whether it's something else, but yeah, I've been feeling really dizzy, like getting palpitations and just not feeling particularly well. So I decided to just come in here. I watched Call the Midwife and just did some admin-y bits, and then I fell asleep, and yeah, I just a bit annoyed with myself that I couldn't get the video up and do the tidying, but I can't help my body not doing what I want it to do. So yeah, just kind of had to accept that that's how it has been today. But I've got some little bits done in here, and I got to watch Call the Midwife, so that was nice. And yeah, I've just had a quiet rest of the day. Really not been feeling particularly well this evening. Every time I stand up I start feeling really dizzy. I mean, I feel dizzy sitting here, and then when I stand up it just gets even worse. So I don't really know what's going on with me. I am waiting to see somebody else for my POTS, so my POTS specialist that I see up in London has referred me to another POTS specialist to see if they can come up with any ideas. So I can't remember when I'm seeing him. I think it might be next month. So I'm hoping that he might have some ideas to help, because it just seems to be getting worse. But yeah, that's been my Sunday, and I am now going to head off to bed, so I thought I'd just finish this vlog. I hope you have enjoyed this week's vlog. If you have and you'd like to see more from me, please give me a like and subscribe to my channel. Also hit the notification bell. That means you'll get notified every time I upload a video, so you don't miss anything. Leave me a comment, let me know how you're getting on this week, what you've been up to, and also let me know if there's any particular videos you'd like to see me film, because it's always good to know what sort of things you'd like to watch. Also come and follow me on social media. My links are in the description below, but I'll put my Instagram and Twitter up here. Those are the two platforms that I'm mainly on. So again, come over and say hello. I'm replying to comments and things as quickly as I can. I've just got a bit of a backlog and it's taking me a little while with my health not being brilliant, but I really appreciate anybody that takes the time to leave a comment or send a message, and I will do my best to get back to you as quickly as I can, and I will see you in another video very soon. Bye.